What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Darkhaven, and today I'm going to be talking about how Tales of Arise has officially rekindled my love for gaming. The past I'd say 3 years now. It's not that I haven't liked gaming, it's just I start a game, even one that I'm really into, and after an hour I've just been I just get bored, or I just don't really have the passion or the motivation to keep playing, and it takes me fucking forever to finish anything, right? I don't know what it is, but I was getting kind of worried that maybe my love for gaming was just dwindling, right? Or maybe just the fact that I'm getting older, maybe I'm just growing out of it. I was really worried about that, but ever since Tales of Arise has come out, guys, I kid you not, I have been playing this shit nonstop, man. I'm already on my New Game Plus playthrough. Holy shit. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Unpopular opinion, don't roast me with the pitchforks in the comment sections, but I don't really like Tales of Vesperia. I really don't. Yuri, don't get me wrong, Yuri is an amazing character. I love the characters in Vesperia. Yuri is a fucking badass. I just hate the gameplay. I don't know why people think it's the best gameplay in the whole series. I fucking despise it. I think Tales of the Abyss is way more fun. Vesperia was just super clunky, and I know all about the manual guard canceling, okay, so don't even start with that, okay? I know about that. And it just still feels very, very fucking clunky. I don't know, I just didn't like Vesperia. But Arise is, I think, the best modern Tales game, and the best Tales game since Abyss. And for all the fucking Vesperia lovers out there, okay, since Vesperia, okay? But yeah, I have been playing this non-stop. It hooked me from the very beginning, and it hasn't let go since. I love the combat. I love Alphen as a character. The first part of the game, you're super invested and super curious because you're why does he have this mask on? Why has he lost all of his memories, right? Because you're playing as this guy named Alphen, right? And you are living in this village, basically, that's ruled by this lord. There's basically two races. There's the Renans and there's the Danans, right? And the Renans basically have been enslaving the Danans for the past 300 years, right? So there's 5 different nations. Each one has a lord ruling over it. And Alphen's from Agleglia. A lord of fire rules over it. So the whole continent that he's living in is just a whole lava field, basically fire and brimstone, and just suffocating with heat. And it's surrounded by this giant firewall that they cannot escape from or get past. They're never let out of the city, and they're basically just working at the mine, and they're getting murdered and tortured, and slaves die every day, and the Renans don't give a fuck. And meanwhile, you got Alphen, main character, has his mask on, no memories, doesn't even know his name, and he's immune to pain. And then he meets this girl named Shion, super hot by the way, #1 waifu aside from Futaba from Persona 5, and Anne's always going to be #1. Futaba follows shortly by with #2, but Shion, #1 waifu in all Tales. And he meets Shion, and obviously he doesn't feel pain, so her touching him doesn't bother him, and that allows him to use this giant flame sword, which comes from this fire core that she stole from the Fire Lord, which she has inside of her chest. I don't know how the hell that works, but I'm not gonna question it because it's an anime RPG, okay? I'm not gonna fucking question that shit. But he's able to wield the fire sword from Shion and use that power to start a rebellion to overthrow the Fire Lord, and then proceed on to the other nations. And they basically want to kill off and get rid of all the lords to free all the Danans from slavery, and along the way hopefully try to get his memories back, lose the mask, right? Hopefully find a way to get rid of the thorns that are fucking up Shion. And along the way, obviously, they meet a bunch of new characters and other characters, and they all have their own different backstories and their own problems and conflicts. Each character in the game is great. Rinwell, super cute, #2 waifu, great character. Her whole story, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's great. All the characters are great, man. I love all of them so much. The combat in this game, holy shit, guys. So basically, it's you have these ground arts. You can have you start off with 3 ground and 3 air arts, right? But later on you can have 6 ground arts and 6 air arts for a total of 12, right? And you can combo into any of them. Oh my god, I can't talk. You can combo into any of them at any time. And there's like arts that you can like, so you do your basic like regular melee combo without any arts, right? A 3-hit combo. You do an art that like launches them into the air, another like melee 3-hit combo, and then you can do like multiple like linking aerial arts into like another art that like sends them back into the ground, and then call like, I think it's called a boost strike, where you call any of your teammates can join when their like bar is up, and they can like do this like attack. Each one is like more effective on different enemies and has like their own different effects. I'm drawing a blank on his name because I'm just suck at remembering names. He's a great character though. I fucking suck at remembering names, so don't judge me. But the dude who punches things, why the fuck can I remember his name? But the dude who punches things, that's what I'm gonna go with. His ability lets him like punch through armored enemies. So if you're fighting enemies with like giant shields, like he staggers them so you can get some damage on them. So you can like combo into that and then do like even more arts into like a mystic art or whatever, right? And then Alfred also has the blazing sword. These attacks drain his HP, and the longer you charge them, the more HP they drain, but then the more damage they do. And each art has like a different burning strike skill, which is linked to his fire sword. And they all look fucking amazing. The graphics in this game are gorgeous. The special effects, the particle effects, everything just looks amazing. So it just makes combat so fun. And every single character, you can swap between each character at any time without needing to go into the menus. And each character plays completely differently, has completely different moves, has completely different arts and combos and special attacks, and each character has 2 separate mystic attacks. And it's just, there's so much to the combat. It's great. They got rid of the grade system. I'm not really sure what my opinion on that is yet. I don't really like it, but at the same time I'm a little indifferent. But I don't know, man. I do kind of miss it. Like it kind of added to the replay value, you know, having to grind up a bunch of grade, because if you want to do New Game Plus, which I love New Game Plus, and a lot of people do also, right? You want to go through and have like double XP and like double gold, right? And all this other, like, you know, you want to be able to carry over all of your arts and all of your XP that you already had and all of your items, right? It costed a lot of grade. Usually you had to pick and choose maybe like a few things, unless you grinded a bunch of grade at the end game, or you just already had multiple playthroughs of grade accumulated, right? But it added to the replay value, and it added an incentive to continue playing, because you wanted to do a New Game Plus, like super overpowered with all of this shit unlocked, right, from the get-go, right? And then, you know, tackle all of the secret bosses and all the harder difficulties, like with all of your shit unlocked already, right? And with this, it's like you just look up a guide. You know, you could try to find them on your own. Some of them are pretty easy to find, but a lot of them are pretty well hidden, so it's not like it's too easy to find them. But anyone could just look up a guide and see where all the artifacts are, and then that means that next playthrough, New Game Plus, I have basically everything unlocked from the get-go. No needing to grind or do multiple playthroughs. You just start the next playthrough with everything unlocked. All you had to do is spend a few hours finding all the artifacts, right? So it kind of streamlines it, but at the same time takes away a little bit of the replayability. Don't get me wrong though, the game still has great replayability, right? There's a massive post-game, massive end-game, bunch of secret bosses, bunch of extra dungeons and new story and all this other shit, right? And then obviously New Game Plus is still fun. You know, it's fun to go through at least one more time with everything unlocked and just fuck shit up, you know, on like the new chaos mode that you unlock after beating it. So it's still got great replay value, and it's still an amazing game. It took me about 40 hours to beat. That's with doing the majority of the side quests, but not all of them. And I mean, I didn't really grind too much except until the end of the game. The last dungeon I had to grind for a few hours, but that's it. As long as you defeat almost every enemy you fight along the way, which it's not too many enemies, it's not that hard, right? You'll be mostly fine. You might have to grind a little bit here and then there, but it's not too bad. Overall, what I'm trying to say is this is a great fucking game. It's been such a long time since I've like played a game, and I literally wanted to stay up all night playing, where when I wasn't playing the game, I was thinking about playing the game, and I was like, fuck, like I want to get back to the game and play it. I want to see what happens. I want to continue, you know, like I want to play more. Like it's been so long since I've actually had that spark and that motivation and that interest in the game to keep playing and want to play like that. Usually, like I said, like even with my most hyped games that I was super excited for, like Cyberpunk and Spider-Man Miles Morales and Ratchet and Clank and the Demon Souls remake, after a few hours I'm just like, it's not that I don't like it or I don't think it's fun, I just can't play more than a few hours. But this game, I binged the fuck out of it, 3 days straight, just non-stop playing, and I'm still not bored of it. Like I'm about to start New Game Plus once I get the rest of these trophies. Like, this game is great. I love it. It's amazing. It's super dark at points too. Like I love the themes that it involves, and I like the fact that they don't really censor anything. It's great. And yeah, anyways, I've rambled on for long enough. I could easily make this video like 2 hours, but I'm not trying to do that. Like this was just no script, just me talking like right after beating the main story, right? So I just wanted to talk while my mind was still fresh. I'm not going to spoil the ending or anything like that or go into too much depth about the story because I want you guys to experience it for yourself. But yeah, just know it's an amazing game. It's an amazing Tales game, and if you guys don't play this, you guys are missing out. And if you guys are a Tales fan, you guys will 99% chance you guys will love this. If you guys aren't a Tales fan, this will probably make you a Tales fan, so go get this shit. And yeah, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you guys did enjoy the video and you want to see more, because that like button, that can't fucking talk today. That like button is free, so hit that shit. Love y'all. Peace out. This is Darkhaven signing out. Have a good one.